BTC Vsat is connecting farmers in the Sandveld to high-speed internet connectivity with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. Vsat technology enables countrywide coverage even in the most remote parts of the country, giving farmers access to scalable, fast broadband internet. We interviewed a farmer in the area on how technology is revolutionizing their approach to farming.
My name is Leonard Morakaladi. We are standing here today at a place called Letsomo Cattle Ranch, where we breed Brahman cattle, stud Brahman cattle, grey Brahman, as well as commercial in the other camp. We've been farming in this farm since 2007, where we were establishing ourselves as commercial cattle breeders, initially having farmed from my early stages of life with my parents' cattle post at a place called Rasukudu, which is about 100 kilometers from here. As time went, in us and me trying to achieve my objectives in breeding, I decided to acquire this place and start breeding what today we call Letsomo Brahman stud. So it's essentially our breeding objectives are to produce in line with the conditions. As you're quite aware, we are farming in a very arid environment. We've tried to farm with a Simintala before, not necessarily because I want to talk anything bad about it, but where we are now, it's middle of the Kalahari Desert. Simintala ha e kgone go survive when things are tough. So over time, I realized that this particular breed, the Brahman, is surviving very well because it grazes. It browses on trees. It also cuts a bit of grass, so it's really able to adapt. When it's dry, as you can see now, it's able to survive from really dry matter. But of course, we also, as a commercial farmer, utilize supplements. As you can see now, we've been giving our cattle a lick, which is a winter lick full of protein. So as time goes in perfecting our breeding, we started now looking for specific genetics. And the grey Brahman has been developed since many years ago, but it thrived very well in America. And we use a lot of genetics that come out of America. We've also infused genetics that have been taken from Australia. And obviously it's the same type of Brahman, but because different nationalities breed differently, we've sort of tried to infuse. Our objective is to breed a medium-framed cow that will give us a calf every year. But as anybody else, breeding is a process, it's not an event. You keep trying these genetics, but we're at a stage where we know what sort of genetics work with which cows. We've moved on now and started adopting newer technology as in artificial insemination. And for us, farming so far as the Sandveld, the distance and time-wise, we've been very lucky to start interacting with technology. Our breeding now, harnessing the 4IR sort of direction. And thankfully, we discovered the Vsat technology through BTC. That really has been a big revolution. First, in terms of just sending data. As a stud breeder, I'm registered with the South African Brahman Society. So every cow that is bred in this farm, you need to take the weight, you need to then record it and send the information to the society so that every time you go into the system, you can pick any cow, you log into it. And this opens up opportunities for us to even talk to the international market. With the advent of Vsat that we installed last year, we then started also looking at how we can just go beyond just transmitting cattle information. That is why today we are launching this Alflex technology that you'll see some of the cattle with collars. We'll be increasing the number of collars, so for 30 collars that we'll be putting around the necks of these breeding cows. Essentially, this will then input the details of the cattle, of the cow, that particular cow, to the unique number of each collar. And if you are doing artificial insemination on a day like this, on the 3rd, you put it on and then it will start calculating in terms of whether the cow is starting to cycle. First we synchronize, it must tell us when it's cycling, when it's ready to be inseminated, and then it tracks the pregnancy. So now, because of Vsat as well, we've installed the towers, we're able to see these cattle as they move around. So for me, that's really a big revolution, and I must be thankful for that technology. So here in the Sunbelt, I consider this to be in the middle of the desert, literally, in the sense that we don't have any form of technology. We are not connected to electricity. We're not connected to the telephone network. So everything that happens here is only, in terms of communication, is made possible by this Vsat technology. And since we installed it, I've had board meetings here. I've kept in touch with my family, and my family is quite dispersed. Some are in Maung, others in South Africa. So you don't feel isolated. There have been instances where I've had breakdowns of borehole, the solar system, and I've had remote maintenance happening just by calling and getting a video call with somebody to tell me, press this button, do that. So it's a big revolution. I've had contact with the doctors to assist on disease incidents and taking shots, sending them across. So for me, it's not really just about the cattle, it's about family, it's about a lot of things that enhance this farm. So it's something that I would encourage each and every farmer who's really keen on making a difference to invest in.
Email sales@btc.bw to find out more about BTC Vsat technology and how it connects you anywhere in the country.
BTC, live connected.